When I was little, I used to make up stories about finding treasure in caves like this. Never guessed I'd be doing it for real one day.
What are we doing?
Dig, dweller in the beyond. I'll know. I can almost hear them. I feel their life energy. Come, I will make the mixture. What is this? It's just a book. I can see, eh? The world beyond burns in my mind. It's marvelous.
How can I help you? All right then. Are you going to read that book? It's the Ogma Infinium. I've read about it. Written by Xarxes, the scribe of Oriel, who was given the knowledge by Mora himself. It contains secrets from beyond this world. But with Daedra, there's always a price. If you read it, we don't know what that price will be. But I can't make the decision for you. It's your choice, not mine. So, are you going to read it?
My whiskers are freezing up.
And sell my soul to Hermaeus Mora? No thank you. As a scientist, secrets from Oblivion are obviously tempting, but personally, I don't think it's worth the risk. All I ask is that you think very carefully before you do. As a scientist, I'd normally encourage the pursuit of knowledge, whatever the source, but this is knowledge from a Daedric prince. We don't know what the consequences will be. If you do decide to risk it, good luck. Let's go.
Come, my champion. Now, you have my Ogma Infinium. It contains the knowledge of the ages, as revealed to Xarxes, my loyal servant. For hundreds of years, it's been shut away from the world. Septimus was a useful tool for unleashing it. Now, it is in your hands. Let us work wonders together.
This is fine, but I would rather be inside.
our hero. Gleams a warrior's heart.
I wonder what new excitements the rest of the day has planned for us.
The woodlands here remind me of home. Ah, Cyrodiil, I do miss you.
This place is boring. Nothing but the same thing every day.
We could always use help picking crops if you need a few extra coins. Actually, I'm growing it if you hadn't noticed. I'm the only person alive that can cultivate nirnroot from a seed to a fully grown plant.
I once worked on a farm.
Yes,
Good times,
he was an absolute
many
genius when it came to the
friends,
nirnroot.
and chickens.
Sindirian made it his life's work, developing all sorts of interesting concoctions. I knew this day would eventually come. At least poor Sindirian died doing what he loved, his field research. I told the old fool he should take it easy, but he was too stubborn. Perhaps someday I'll continue where he left off. It's the least I can do, considering how much he did for me. You gathered quite a few of them, I see. I'll search through Sindirian's notes and find some more information about the Crimson Nirnroot and its properties. Thank you. You've done alchemy a great service by helping to complete Sindirian's work. I'd like to give you this tome. It's one of Sindirian's greatest works. I believe you've more than earned it.
You are getting very good with your bow. It is a little scary, to be honest.
When I was very young, I was sent to Skingrad in Cyrodiil to study with him.
I will not be responsible for my response.
He was a strange Altmer.
or my bowels.
Paid more attention to his research than his own well-being. He lived in the basement of an inn, for goodness sakes. Well, after I fled Morrowind during the eruption, I made my way here. My family had purchased this farm, and it's all we had left. Years later, Sindirian simply showed up at our doorstep asking to stay for a while. Said he was going to do field research. He stayed with us for decades. Became an uncle of sorts to Adori. One day he simply ran out to me in the field, excited that he'd made some sort of a breakthrough, and he was going to head out on another trip. He never returned. From the journal you discovered, I'm sure you know the rest. Back to work.
Inigo is a dependable chap to have with us.
On we go.
You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll. Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatosh. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then. Fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the Time Wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs.
Wormling! Running out of time. The battle!
Alduin Ukri. Today, Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krifwolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
For Skyrim!
Know that God sent you down to... Hakon! A glorious day, is it not?
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
The battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
We blooded him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone this day.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Golfo, Sori, Birko.
They did not have Dragonrend. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Veldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. But if you are right, I will not need it.
We will deal with Alduin ourselves. Here and now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
So be it.
Tardis Ani. Him hind paliv. Zuu hindan.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day. If I die today, it will not be in terror. You feel the first time, Bond. I see it in your eyes. Skyrim will be free!
No use. The scroll, Veldir.
Hold Alduin on the wing! Sister Hawk, grant us your sacred breath to make this contract heard. Begone, World Eater! by words with older bones than your own, we break your perch on this age and send you out. You are banished. We shout you out from all our endings unto the last. You are banished!
It worked. We did it.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
My belly is full of the souls of your fellow mortals, Dovahkiin. Die now, and await your fate in Sovngarde. Lost fools! You may have picked up the weapons of my ancient foes, but you are not their equal. Hurt him while he is grounded. Maze Mul, Dovahkiin. You have become strong. But I am Alduin, firstborn of Akatosh, Malagi Zoklat. I cannot be slain here by you or anyone else. You cannot prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal.
The air is thin here. This altitude is dizzying.
Lot Kongrach. You truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory. Ni livrach hin moro. True, this is not the final Krongra victory, but not even the heroes of old were able to defeat Alduin in open battle. Alduin always was Pachlok, arrogant in his power. Uznagar Par. He took domination as his birthright. This should shake the loyalty of the Dove who serve him. Yes, one of his allies could tell us, Matmahus, but it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him. Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun, Dragon's Reach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies, Yes, but your Soom is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need. Yes, this was ages ago, you understand. There were more of us then. Before the Bruniki, the Akaviri came and killed all my Zema. I used to visit him from time to time, nearly crazed by loneliness and captivity. Tiraz Sivaz. He did not even remember his own name. I do not know how he came to be caught, but the Bronyun, the Jarl, was very proud of his pet, Pak. The Hofkossayun has been known as Dragon's Reach ever since. Sum Ark Mora.
I can't believe it. We fought Alduin the World Eater and survived! Go us! You, my friend, are quite remarkable. It is an honor to fight by your side. Ah, really? Now you've gone and got me all embarrassed. Let's go and find something to kill. What's next?
That was exhilarating. I think Alduin will think twice before messing with you again. What a battle! I haven't been this high since my skooma days.
So, I was thinking...
Let's keep
if
moving.
I were young
My armor
and an
is
adventurer
freezing
showed up asking to trap a live dragon in my palace, I'd hit them. Or arrest them. Or both.
Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. Mirak, I'm not sure that I do. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions? I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it. I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what. I have to be. As second counselor, security of Raven Rock is my primary concern. This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here. We've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down. Councillor Morvain is House Redoran's representative on Solstein. As second councillor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced. Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me. It's the capital of Morrowind. In that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from them. Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. Attempted expansion, revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmen needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland. Raven Rock started out as an Imperial settlement. The Empire decided to abandon it, just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles, but when House Redoran took over, we turned it around and it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, we're proud to call it home. Giallan, I was starting to wonder what happened.
We were delayed by bad weather.
Go to Captain Gallen if you're looking to get passengers.
Have the supplies you requested.
But what?
This load cost me double what we'd agreed on. Nothing I can do about it.
Damn it, Jolland, you know we don't have that much
Talk to Captain Gallen.
The East Empire Company didn't give me a
Northern
choice.
Maidens, ship shape,
Raised the
ready to go.
prices again. And there's nothing I can do about it.
After all these years, they're gouging us for every last drake we have. Let me talk to Laeral. I'll see what we can do.
All right, Admiral. Don't worry about rushing. Just pay me when you can.
The entire island isn't covered in ash, you know. They have huge ice fields up north, and it's freezing up there.
You there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here? Mirac. It sounds familiar, and yet I can't quite place. Oh, wait, I recall. That makes very little sense. Mirac's been dead for thousands of years. I'm not sure. But it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple of Mirax toward the center of the island. If I were you, I'd look there. building something, clearly. And yet they don't seem to have much to say about it. I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish. Certainly not. Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on, and I would be unable to see how this all turns out. Red Mountain dominates the island. Every now and then, ash and debris from an eruption land on our shores. The ignorant think it is only a place of ash and lava. It has rolling green plains and swamps and verdant hills, too.
And when the world shall listen.
That's that, then.
And when the world shall see.
You haven't seen Cresius Corellius, have you? That foolish old man's taken my pickaxe again. No, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill pickaxe. I'm talking about an ancient Nordic pickaxe. They don't exactly grow on trees, you know. I prefer to handle these things on my own. Look, if you see Cresius, tell him to give me that pickaxe back, and I'll pay you for the trouble.
The Oblivion Crisis more or less unscathed. One of the few places that did.
Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision. Thank you. I'll be sure to put it to good use. Well, it's been a long time since someone from the guilds bothered to make their way out here. So tell me, how's my brother Delvin? Still spending his nights at the Ragged Flagon trying to win Vex's heart? Good to hear. Tam Layabout never even bothers to send his own flesh and blood a letter saying how he's doing. Can you imagine? Anyway, I suppose you're looking for work. Well, I got bad news. This place is drier than a damn bone. Eager to make some coin, eh? That's the spirit. I'll tell you what. The guild's got a problem out here that I've been trying to deal with for years, but haven't been able to handle. Don't look at me like that. I'm all alone out here, with no one to watch my back. And besides, it's really my problem anyway. I caused it. A fellow Breton who went by the name Esmond Tyne showed up at my doorstep about a fortnight ago. He noticed the shadow marks like you did, and I thought he was one of us. That he did, right out from under my nose. Can you believe it? It's my own formula for improved bone mold. Took me years to perfect. Well, before he ran off, he was talking some nonsense about trying to fence goods to the Reeklings at Castle Karstag. I told him he was crazy to even think about talking to those vicious little buggers, but he wouldn't listen. I'd bet a fat purse of coin that he's either dead or hiding out up there. You do that, and I'll make sure you're set up right. You won't be disappointed.
It starts under the sea. I'm surrounded by cold, dark, crushing water.
It's the only tool tough enough to crack Stalrim, is what it is. Not many of those beauties left in the world. Forging them is a lost art. The one Cresius borrowed came from the Skull village up north. I, traded them some goods for it.
I swim higher and higher, then burst out of the sea.
Calling Stalrim an ore is like calling my forge a campfire. Some folks say it's enchanted ice, but I think there's more to it than that. I don't think I've come across more than a chunk or two in my lifetime, and smithing's my trade. If you're looking to learn more, you should head over to the Skull village. Someone there's bound to know more about it than I do.
I like how it makes me feel about...
You tell Cresius he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else...
You have overcome much, and your mind knows you